So this isn't the type of video that I was planning to record today. I mean, of course not. I don't think anyone is planning on recording this type of thing, and this is going to be a very short, unscripted video, but the uploader for the Mad Dead OST, known as Mad Vinnie Dead or MadVDead, is a pedophile, unfortunately. This all came to light a good while ago, but I only discovered it yesterday by total accident while I was trying to look up information about the Mad Dead giveaway hat. And I felt like I was, kind of obligated to tell people and make a video about this because I know a lot of people still, listen to his re-uploads specifically. I'm not going to be doing a deep dive into the topic because, quite frankly, like I said, I just discovered this happened, but I will be reading out the Google Doc that addresses the things he did, because I feel like everyone should know what he did, so it's not just like, well, how do I know you're being truthful? It's because the doc is right here and I have it and I'm reading it. So without further ado, the doc. So for people unaware, VA Hole 09, or Vinnie the Cuboid, or as we know him, Mad Vinnie Dead, is a 19-year-old person who is quite active in the SRB2 community. Recently, a victim has come forward about being manipulated into a relationship with Vinnie at 15 years old. When the victim realized that they had been manipulated, they tried to provide evidence of this to warn others. But Vinnie had deleted all messages relating to them being in a relationship, along with nude photos of himself, leaving the victim powerless and for Vinnie to get off scot-free. Once close friends of Vinnie caught wind of what had happened, they were obviously extremely upset with him. So to avoid potentially spreading the word about what he had done and ruining his public image, Vinnie pretended to take a long hiatus and claimed to be getting therapy. Everyone assumed he wouldn't be online for a very long time and was actually trying to strive towards self-improvement. And I'll put the screenshot provided on screen, of course. But it turns out all he really did was make an alt account on Discord to wait out the controversy. At the time I write this doc, he's been very active in the SRB2 Battle Mod community Discord server, replying to stuff as early as yesterday. Now, I'm not sure when this document came out, so I don't think he's active anymore, but I could be wrong, so yeah. And there are screenshots provided, so of course I'll provide those, the drill. Now while reading all of this, the call-out might come off as jump to conclusions without any evidence, and since he deleted most of the DMs with the evidence to cover up his crime, I'm really afraid there isn't much proof of these DMs really happening, so you're going to have to trust word of mouth. And then screenshots, unfortunately. So for context here, he's been inactive, quote-unquote, for not even 6 months and decides the best thing to do after leaving all his friends miserable and taking advantage of a child is to post porn on his fucking NSFW account. Mind you, all of his friends thought he would be getting therapy and wouldn't be back for 2 to 3 years. As you could imagine, this is all a huge punch in the gut to all of his used-to-be close friends that wanted to see him get better. As the conversation continues, and I'll put the screenshots on screen, he admits that he sent a picture of his penis to a child, and feels somehow more adamant on defending the art he made instead of the actual crime he committed. I'm just gonna let the rest of the conversation play out here, because it really explains itself. If any of you have a similar train of thought to this guy, please seek therapy. And more screenshots, which will be on screen. After that, he had no response on that particular subject. I wonder why. Anyway, as I wrap this call-out up, you might remember me mentioning in the first part how he has taken advantage of minors for years without consequence. That's because there's actually 2 other videos explaining those past situations much better than I could, which will be linked in the description, obviously, because they go more into detail about the subject than I have. I'm just reading a Google Doc, I wasn't there for it, so. The consequences of his actions rear its head, so he'll do almost anything to protect his public image. Anything besides actually controlling himself, LMAO. It's proven time and time again that he knows what he's doing is wrong and just doesn't care about the people it affects. And even if you try to convince him otherwise or push him in the right direction, he just pushes it off as you judging him. There's another screenshot provided, which I will put on screen. I think Vinnie is a prime example of consequences of living too deep in your own echo chamber. Being beyond tone deaf and only listening to the people that give him praise, blocking out anyone that he goes as far as morally challenge anything he does. If you see him in any server using an alt account, then notify the admin immediately. Update: as of writing this, he wrote a detailed apology thanks to me constantly reminding him about it. After 2 weeks of waiting, I realized he made me unfollow him and, The apology is shown here, and again, not to add my own opinion to the situation, because I wasn't there for it and, all that. This is a terrible apology. Jesus Christ. I read it before recording this video, and it's really disgusting. To give you all a good, context of this guy and his stance on the whole matter, Vinnie as the guy, I will be reading his apology. Now, despite me providing trigger warnings at the beginning of this video, I think I need to provide them again because, Jesus Christ, I will provide a timestamp if you want to skip this part because it really is disgusting. And we start in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, this is Vinnie. You may have heard about the drama/allegations that have been told about me, and it's true. Back in July, I sent a dick picture to a minor, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. Even worse, I asked for a picture back at one point. 2 weeks after it happened, I got unfriended by the individual and terrified they're going to blackmail me, that I resorted to using a Discord bot to delete any direct messages I've ever sent to that individual. 2 months after the word got out, my old friend group continued spreading and I got more scared. I lost all my old friends' trust in me, so I left my main account and deleted it. It was truly a big mistake and a very bad one, and I apologize to the individual I sent that picture to. And I'm sorry to anyone who's been hurt from this incident. Came back to social media 6 months later after to post NSFW, and that was really uncalled for, and I apologize for that. I'm sure I'm gonna lose more friends coming out with this apology and admitting to all this, but it's better than running away and keeping this hidden. This may not be the best apology, but I do feel like shit and tons of regret every single day because of this. I'm not a pedo, I'm just an extremely stupid idiot who isn't thinking straight. If you feel like blocking me, I would completely understand, but please don't harass me or others who are still friends with me. Which, as much as I hate this dude and what he's done, do not harass him. Like, if you find him, just report him. Because that's really the last thing that everyone needs, is more, ruckus about the situation. I made this video to spread awareness about it so that you could report him and block him and whatnot. But do not harass him. Do not harass his friends. Do not harass the victims, please. Just be normal. I've hurt a lot of people and lost a lot of trust, and I'm sorry to you all. I'm hoping to learn from this and just move forward. Well, there you have it. That's basically the entire situation. I wish there was a happy ending to this, but there isn't. I mean, there isn't in a lot of these situations, but... So yeah, don't support his re-uploads if possible. If you can't find the song on YouTube that you want to listen to, try SoundCloud, and I'm sure someone will eventually re-upload, any OST stuff that, no one else has uploaded. And I plan on maybe re-uploading a few songs because I have the heart-pounding, direct links to the songs, so yeah. Please don't support Vinnie. Stay safe out there. If you are being groomed or targeted by a pedophile, please tell someone, and have a good day.